you're out there, you're riding, you're having a good time, and taking in the outdoors.
The fight isn't over. The fight is just beginning.
Stop my dirt bike friends, you're wonderful. Everyone knows this.
Talk a little bit about, like, you know, I've talked about investing quite a bit, but the most important thing that you can invest in is your health. And with these races, it really reminds you, and that's one good thing about racing, is it does remind you that you need to get in better shape sometimes. I mean, in my last race, when I got behind the front guys in my class, I could easily keep up with them, but just didn't have the endurance. And that's all part of how good you are as a rider. If you don't have the endurance, then that's just part of the factors of racing. So I'm not talking trash or anything. Definitely much faster than a vast majority of them. But I wasn't, because you gotta be in shape. It's really what motorcycling does just in general too. If you are out of shape, you'll know it pretty quick if you're riding dirt bikes. So it's definitely something to keep track of if you're gonna race, especially. And I've had health issues this year that really jacked me up, but really that's just another excuse. When it comes down to it. So yeah, just keeping healthy, diet and exercise. I mean, gotta keep on that stuff for sure. You show me the wealthiest person on earth who is terminal, I'll show you somebody who will give it all just to have the vitality back. And to extend your vitality, it really is what you're doing. You're extending your life experience, your quality of life further when you make healthy choices, obviously, but I think that a lot of people kind of neglect that, and even really wealthy people neglect it sometimes. Not all of them, obviously, but which surprises me. It seems like you'd want to fully enjoy the fruits of your labor, but yeah, to me, just health is such an important factor in your life. And being 35, I'm pretty up there as far as racers go. But just to have fun, not really. And even professionally, not really if you really put work into it. I see some racers out there who are in their 60s and still doing good, like finishing these races. Really is inspiring. Another person who's inspiring is Graham Jarvis. That guy's pushing 50 and he's the best on the planet. So, by the way, these whoops are way gnarlier than they look. Yeah, going to the gym and just eating right and riding motorcycles. I've said it over and over again, but motorcycling really does bring that vitality to you if you're riding enough. Problem is, a lot of people just don't ride that much, so they're going to have to supplement that with other forms of exercise. Yeah, I can't really say like which diet is best or what form of exercise is best. That is definitely still a mystery to the world. If you're thinking about it, you're probably doing pretty good though. If you're worried about doing keto, then you're probably doing good. If you're worried about doing paleo, you're also probably doing pretty good. And the same thing goes for exercise. A lot of people will, bash on different exercises or whatever, but if you're worried about doing it and you're out doing it, that's way ahead of most people. So just getting out there, going for a walk or going for a jog is a pretty big deal. It's part of the problem with today's society is that we've just gotten so comfortable, and our technology has allowed us to be this way. We have everything pretty much down pat as far as we refrigerate our food, so we don't have to go out and get it very often. Really, with refrigeration, it's really changed things. Like, we had ways of preserving food back in the day too, but not like now. So, like, ever since we've been doing that, things have been super comfortable and therefore super soft. So I think it's awesome. I mean, I wouldn't do without modern day technologies, but to have a heater in my house and lights and all that stuff. But also, I feel like you should counter some of that with some hardness. You need to have some hardness in your life, I guess. And whether you do that through riding dirt bikes or working out all the time or whatever it is, your body needs it because it's really made to regenerate. Forced regeneration is pretty much what all the workouts are. Does it? Yeah, it's not following anybody. It landed in a bird's nest. Try to catch it? Yep. Yeah.
Just freaking go right through it.
Yeah, this bike's got a pretty good turning radius too. Stuff like this is good for you, I think. Slight problem though, if you get cavalier, you can really jack yourself up too. Today I'm talking about the Kemimoto heated vest, which has elements in the front and the rear, and it's controllable all by this button right here. I'm gonna start using it for days like today that aren't raining or anything, but are a little bit chilly. So this is something that I would just take out and wear whether I'm going on a dirt bike ride or I'm going to the store. It's really a universally comfortable and appropriate piece of attire that you could just take anywhere. There's 3 different modes for each heat. There's mild, medium, and hot. It has front and rear elements, which is super nice. It does not come with a battery, so you have to use your own battery pack, but it really heats up. And like right now I'm not using the heat settings, but if it was getting like really cold, all you have to do is just push the buttons on the left side of the chest on the vest and you're good to go. This has been the review of the Kemimoto heated vest. I really recommend it. It's an awesome vest and it just does what it's advertised to do. It looks good, feels good, and it'll keep you warm. Out here riding some Idaho. You guys have seen a lot of this lately, but it's not a bad place to ride if you're looking to improve your technical ability. Just you got to get used to not having a huge area to play around, but it's getting technical in here. Here are no joke. They don't like to give when you hit them. That's Emmett, Idaho, that whole valley right there. And if you go beyond that valley, you run into my home of New Plymouth, Idaho. But Please don't point and stare. We're just technologically impaired. It's an Amish paradise. Right into town, get some pizza?
Yeah.